So, I found this video of apparently someone stalking the Femetheist. And I don't use that word kindly. I don't commonly use stalking as a terminology, but this is indeed stalking. The idea that you're going to follow this woman around because you think she's the Femetheist, you don't even have any proof of that, but she might vaguely look like the Femetheist, so you're going to bother this poor woman and record her and just, make her uncomfortable with your presence, illuminating over her shoulder, breathing heavily. I'm the Atheist Gamer 100. And shit like that. And you think that that's okay. You think that's acceptable social behavior. How would you like that if someone did that to you? How would you like it if you were the target of people's wrath and then people started stalking you? So, this is just terrible behavior. But in a way, I'm not mad about it. I mean, I'm disgusted with it, but I'm not mad because all this does is give Femetheists more leverage to sue these people. Stalking is a federal offense. Stalking is a very high-stakes crime, and considering the fact that she is a woman, she has leverage to accuse them of potentially raping her. I mean, no one's actually touched her yet, but it does seem like the natural conclusion to, stalking someone, following them around, and things like that. Femetheist needs to be careful, but not as careful as you might think. I mean, she needs to be careful if she doesn't want to get assaulted or abused or, something like that. But if I were Femetheist, I would welcome this, because this would mean that I would have all the means available to fucking bring them down. These people are criminal scumbags. These people have no moral qualms whatsoever, and they need to be brought into the light. They need to be exposed. The internet needs to be exposed, and this is the perfect opportunity. Just like that spider didn't know what the fuck to do when I flashed my flashlight in its face, that's how these people are. They're insects. They are cockroaches, arachnids, whatever you want to call them. But basically, when you press some light against them, they freeze up, and they don't know what to do. Because they're used to sneaking around. They're used to being in the darkness, prowling for their next victim, rubbing their hands together, using intimidation and coercion to get their way. They're not used to people like me and Femetheist. People with a sense of right and wrong. People that have righteousness flowing through our veins. And I hope Femetheist just has the courage and what's the word I'm going for? Basically just the tenacity, the will to see this through. And I know it can be difficult. I know it can be strenuous and stressful to undergo righteousness. It's a lot of work, and nobody appreciates you for it. Nobody appreciates the struggle you're going to have to go through. But, and this is a big but, you're going to suffer either which way. You're going to suffer whether or not these foul vermin come to justice. So, knowing that, you should pursue justice for its own sake. Because would you rather suffer without justice or suffer with justice? Because that's what it comes down to. Either we get these bastards or we don't. And they continue to victimize other people. They continue to stalk other people. They continue to attack and intimidate and scare other people. Or we can bring them to justice right now, and they never can hurt anybody again. That's what that comes down to. It comes down to whether or not you're willing to put up with just a few inches more of immediate suffering for tremendous gains. Because guess what? I learned early in life that I'm going to suffer for the rest of my fucking life. My life is just one big disappointment after another. I am physically exhausted. I am mentally exhausted. I have nothing else to live for besides justice. So, knowing that, that gives me all the motivation I need to do whatever I need to do to commit to righteousness. To help the police, to help any institution I can to see justice met. Just as when Steve of 4chan was acting like a complete racist douchebag, I reported him to the feds, I reported him to the JIDF, I reported him to anti-discrimination firms. Oh, I could tell you stories about all the anti-defamation and anti-racist institutions I told 4chan about too. And, he'll get his eventually. So, that's my point here. The fact that you have nothing else to live for besides those rare moments when you get to fill yourself with hope and gratitude, self-gratitude, when you see justice prevail. That's all you get in life. Your family's gonna die. Your dogs are going to die. Everyone you know and love is going to fade away. Eventually you will too. Your looks will leave you. Your accomplishments will fizzle and become old hat. Everything you've ever done, you'll either forget you did or other people will forget you did. And it'll all just fade into obscurity. And eventually you'll just drop dead and be a hobbling husk, a corpse in the ground to be fed on by the maggots, and your life will mean nothing. Everything you ever went through will mean nothing, because every feeling you ever had, everything you ever scrounged for, everything you worked so hard for will disappear, and it'll mean absolutely nothing, because once you're dead, there is nothing else. So, it won't come with you. It won't help you transcend into a higher level of existence. And if it does, you don't know if it will, so you may as well just presume that it won't. And because of that, all you have is the here and now to commit to justice. Because if you know that you have nothing to look forward to in the future, and you really don't have that much to cling on in the past, then all you have is the present. All you have is the here and now that you did something righteous with your life. So, hopefully, you'll think about that, dig a little deeper into your own psyche, and consider the idea of positive nihilism. See you later.